This week I am so excited because one of my favorite backyard birds has been checking out this house this weekend. They've nested there the last couple of summers and I'm looking forward to having them again this year. That is the Black-capped Chickadee. This is Suzy. I'm Conservation Coordinator for Denver Audubon. The Black-capped Chickadee is a spunky little bird that has a black cap and a black throat, a white cheek, and a buffy flank, or the side that's right underneath the wings. The black-capped chickadee is widespread and you can find them year-round, so I'm sure you'll be able to see this bird in your yard. Right now is a great time to go ahead and clean out your nest boxes. I've already done that this year and it doesn't look like they've actually started putting any nesting material in there yet. The chickadees in my yard have been making their call. Actually, I just heard it, but what I'll do is just play the call for you. And he actually answered back. But it's typically described as being a "hey, sweetie" type of noise. They're also known for their more territorial call or threatening call, which kind of sounds like chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. The chickadee feeds primarily on insects, seeds, and berries. As a matter of fact, native insects are extremely important for chickadees in the spring when they're raising their young. And they have an interesting behavior in that their tiny little beak is not actually meant for eating seeds. So the adaptation that they have and the behavior that they have is they'll dart to the seed feeder, they'll pick out the seed that they want, and then dart back into the bush to crack it open. The number one threat that songbirds, like the black-capped chickadee, have in the United States is actually something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is domestic cats. A more recent study in 2020 shows that their impact is even greater in a localized area. Cats and pets may kill fewer prey per day than a wild predator, but their home ranges are so small that the effect on local prey, so the birds nesting here in my yard, are really concentrated. And there are things that we can do to prevent that from happening, and the simplest is just to keep cats indoors. A lot of different organizations recommend for the cat's safety that the cats be kept indoors. Cats that are outdoors are exposed to a lot of different dangers. The American Veterinary Medical Association says free-roaming cats may have a reduced lifespan and could be exposed to injury, suffering, and death from vehicles, attacks from other animals, euthanasia, animal cruelty, poisons, traps, and weather extremes. Free roaming increases the cat's exposure to infectious, parasitic, and zoonotic diseases. And some of those diseases can actually be brought back to the home as well. Some of the parasites can be. And then with the recent COVID-19, there's a lot of information we don't know about that disease. And the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, is recommending that until we learn more about how the virus is spread, affects people and animals, that they are recommending that you do not let your pets interact with people or other animals outside of the household. So keep your cats safe. There's a lot of different resources out there that have recommendations for how to keep your cats happy indoors. I was able to do that successfully for 20 years. And I also built a catio, an outdoor space, an outdoor patio for my cats. And that's something that you can do to keep your cat happy and safe, as well as the birds that we love, like the black-capped chickadee. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and I look forward to bringing another bird to you next week, and I hope you find the black-capped chickadee in your yard.